6.
Oh, it's racing games you want. It's racing games you want. You are in the right place. My name is Skenme. You can call me Paul. And you are watching McRaeathon Day 2, the second day of a 2-day speedrunning marathon held annually here on the McRaeathon channels and the BSG Marathon channel. We would like to thank BSG for supporting this marathon. Besides providing us with their channel for streaming, they share technical assistance and their donation service with us, which helps with much smoother running of our events. We are at €220 raised for our charity for the year, which is Mind. Mind is a nationwide organisation committed to preventing mental health issues and supporting everyone who has dealt with mental health issues themselves or within their family. Keep your donations coming in. We have got an awesome set of games coming up, but without further ado, I would like to introduce FlyingDutchy91 alongside the fantastic Fox, who will be running Ridge Racer Type 4 for us. Dutchy, take it away.
Yes, thanks and welcome guys. I'm Flying Dutchy and we're gonna play some Ridge Racer Type 4 any percent. I'm here with Fantastic Fox. So say hi.
Hi. Yeah, hi.
So you're gonna talk a lot and I'm gonna race a lot. I think that's the plan.
No, that's the plan.
Yeah, exactly. So before we start, I really want to explain a couple of things because this run will go very, very fast. In 27 minutes we did the whole Grand Prix. There are a couple of things that I'm gonna do soon when we start the run. And one of them is a gear trick, and I want to quickly explain a little bit what is going to happen. So before you start in this game, you can go from 3rd to 4th gear or from 4th to 5th gear or the other way around. As long as you are in this animation, when you are in between gears, you're gonna get a boost. So you are instantly on the speed of the gear, and we are gonna make use of it, of course. And I will also try to do a boost ride. The AI is, yeah, they have a pattern they will always follow. And at the start of the game, they are just jumping away with a super big speed. And we are trying to catch one of the cars and boost with the car frontwards. So that's what I wanted to tell before we start, because otherwise we have no time to explain what will happen soon. Okay, well, I am ready to start the run. Are you also ready, Fantastic Fox?
I am.
Okay, well, I'll do a countdown and then we will start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to the real race.
So normally I can also do some menu skips here, but since this is a marathon run, I will not do them. Because they are not, always happening. So we will select these two teams, this team with this manufacturer, but Firefox, Firefox, Fantastic Fox will explain a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, the team and manufacturer, basically there's 4 teams, 4 manufacturers. The 4 teams are Dig Racing Team, Micro Mouse Mappy, Racing Team Solvaloo, and Pack Racing Club. The fastest, which Dutchy is driving, is the Racing Team Solvaloo. The manufacturer that he's driving is Tarazi, which is very, very nearly, and you see he got the rocket start there, or the boost right there. So off to a good start. But yeah, he's running Tarazi, which is a grip type car. The other very fast and it's a little tiny bit faster right now is Assoluto, the Italian manufacturer, which is a drift type car. And got a really tough overtake there, but did it just fine. And you can see when he's taking small jumps, he's doing a little bit of shifting gears, and that's to get a little extra speed. The same with the uphill there in this course, and there's another one. With a short uphill, you can shift down and gain a little extra speed that way. Go above the maximum speed limit, actually, of the car. So, driving Tarazi is currently a little bit slower. As far as in-game time, Dutchy has the best in-game time for Tarazi, and Maverick Hunter Vile has the best in-game time for Oceludo. They are less than 2 seconds apart for in-game time. Dutchy loses a little extra time because you have to move the cursor to select Tarazi, whereas Oceludo is just you press the button right on it. But they're very, very, very close. And for a long time, Tarazi was the meta for the faster run. So just recently, it got shook up that it's Oceludo now, and that's the end of Helter Skelter, the first track.
Yeah, big boost ride coming.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a tough one. So, there's a few really, really difficult boost rides. This is one of them.
And I failed. Oh, what a shame.
Oh, I think I'm a little bit behind you. Oh yeah. Okay. Well. Oh, you got the secondary boost
Yeah,
ride.
a little bit.
Oh yeah, here in Wonder Hill, there's a few more difficult corners. This course shares some of the same features as Heaven and Hell later on. So there's kind of these rough corners early on that are a lot harder when you're driving a faster car. But here it's not so bad because you're driving a slower car. You can kind of take the turns a little easier. Oh, that was a tough overtake right there. Let's see. I think there's another one coming up in just a second. Another tough overtake with the second place car.
Yeah, I'm almost there on my stream at least. That was easy this time because I'm a bit slower than normal, so. So
did you go
the whole pattern
yeah,
gets
went
a bit
inside.
different. Yeah, I went on inside. I'm going to the first car here. There we go.
Ooh. You're doing great though.
On the jumps.
Oh yeah. Even though it's a very short jump there, it still saves a little time to shift down real quick.
So yeah, this is a grip car, and there's also drift cars that you already told. And they have both complete different mechanics. When I release, I'm getting a grip drift. That is why you hear that grip sound of the wheels spinning like. And that's the grip drift. Then you have suddenly a lot of handling. But when you have a drift car, you have to actually drift the car through the corners. And
I think I think with the drifting in here, and I might be mistaken, I think the drifting in a lot of the Ridge Racer games, it kind of pulls you through the shape of the corner.
Yeah. But this one, it's still the case, but you also can have your own input. Which makes it, better in my opinion, than the newer games. Well, that was the Edge Wonder Hill. I'm gonna get a new car for the next heat.
And I love the design of this next car.
Yeah.
I think it's the most interesting one at least.
It's a three-wheeler. And we have once again a very hard boost ride here. It
Oh,
depends
yeah.
if I'm too far in front of the car, he will take a different path and then it will fail. So let's see. I can pull it off. Going good. Okay, well I got it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that is really even getting the beginning of that boost ride is really difficult here, and then to continue it across the turn, it's just really brutal.
And also enjoy the music of this game because it's a really nice soundtrack. Some really cool songs in this game.
Oh yeah, every now and then I go on YouTube and I listen to the soundtrack to this game,
Yeah,
and I always look at the comments of people who are like, I don't know what this game is, but the soundtrack is incredible. Oh, that was a good overtaking. Yeah, it really is. Like, I think people can't expect how good it is. It's just incredible. And that's Ridge Racer games in general. You know, they've all got great soundtracks, but I think this one stands out.
Oh yeah, we can talk about the Negicon controller that I'm not
Oh,
using.
yeah. Right. Okay, so before this game came out, when Ridge Racer came out for the PlayStation 1 in the first place, Namco released their own controller, the Negicon, and I don't know how well I can describe it. It twists. If you search for it, it's Negcon, and it's got a big wheel type thing in the center of it, and the whole controller twists, and it gives this really, really fine-tuned turning. And in addition, the Ridge Racer games are programmed in such a way that the Negicon provides better handling than a regular PlayStation controller. So Dutchy is playing emulated with a regular PlayStation controller emulating a Negicon controller for additional handling using an analog stick, which has some fine control. It's still, you get more fine control if you use a physical Negicon, which Maverick Hunter Vile does use in his world record.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's easier
I was so
for the
close.
drift cars to use the Negicon controller
Yeah.
because you have more. You can steer more precise with it, and it's easier for the drift mechanic to steer a little bit instead of full, that kind of things.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Out of Blue, the fourth race already. Again, we have a small boost ride. It's not too much. But
Yeah,
it's
this is-
important because if I don't get it, I get problems in the next lap.
Yeah, and if you do get it, we've got a little bonus, little glitching out here at the start.
Yeah, just look at the car in front of me. Bloop, gone. The AI is just teleporting to a place where it needs to be. And
Yeah.
there it goes.
Yeah, they didn't expect you to be going as fast as Dutchy is going here with the gear shift trick.
No, hard corner here. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that corner is, I can't emphasize enough, and especially on other courses, like in other categories where you've got higher speed vehicles, that corner is just a killer.
Ooh, nice! I got the 133 miles per hour out of the gear trick. It's really hard to pull off.
Oh wow.
This car can
You know,
only go 132, so.
Yeah.
So
Seem
I
to
have,
maintain 133.
yeah, and so I have no problems with this corner now because I have a good start. Otherwise, that car that I just overtook is in the way. So yeah, nice that I have the good cycle.
Yeah. You know, often, as I understand it from Maverick Hunter, it's the faster you go, the more often you get set up with terrible situations.
Yeah, and it's also every combination of it has its own cycle. So Maverick is having different cycles than me with his combination for the world record at the moment.
Yeah. And then you've got DRT, which is just terrible all around.
Yeah, that's.
And you've got worse handling, which is.
Okay, some really good laps.
Right, so this is just going to be taking it nice and smooth for the last lap. Do we have any donations or announcements?
Oh, we absolutely do. We've had a couple of donations come in, actually. We
Oh,
have
nice.
had a $5 donation come in from the Real Racing Roots announcer who says, your grandma drives faster than that. That's the program. Thank you very much to the Real Racing Roots announcer there. And another $5 donation coming from Maverick Huntervile, who says, Ridge Racer Type 4 is my favourite game of all time. Good luck, Dutchy, and Rev Limit Funk is the best song there is in R4. Thank you very much both for your donations.
Great track for sure.
Yeah, so Maverick is the world record holder for emulator, and he's having the quickest in-game time of everything combined. Okay.
Right. Well, of any percent, but then there's the other categories, and you've got the world record for one of the new categories that we just started up using Tarazi.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of
and that
categories.
Yeah, we added 5 new categories to R4 and Rage Racer in the span of one day. And everyone's scrambling to get all the times, good times for them. But yeah, one of the categories, I think the only one that... Well, no. We had a few others that got more than one run. But Grand Prix Time Attack. It's confusing because we have Grand Prix Time Attack and we have Time Attack Grand Prix. Grand Prix Time Attack is running the Grand Prix, but every heat is your own choice of combination of team and manufacturer, and you sum up the in-game time. And in that category, Dutchy is currently the world record holder, and that is running Tarazi, except on the final race, which is running Assoluto, because you don't have to drift in the final race.
Oh, small mistake. It was going so well.
Yeah.
I even had the overtake of the green bluish car on the inside. And then I made a mistake when no one was around me. Oh well.
Well, I mean, fortunately with Phantom Isle, a tiny mistake is just, it's such a short such a short run.
Yeah.
Such a short race. It doesn't really, you don't have a lot of opportunities to make mistakes. And you got the lapped cars, no problem.
Yeah. Was a decent with one mistake. I am 4 seconds behind my PB at the moment. That was without the menu skips and the mistakes. So it's still a very good run until this point.
Yeah.
Now the 2 hardest tracks are coming up.
Yeah. Weirdly, the last track is not the hardest track. This and the next one are. And I didn't mention. So we were talking about all these different boost rides in the first 4 races. Boost rides are not a thing at this point anymore. If you get the gear trick at the start of the race, you are going fast enough that you are just in 6th place, and it stays in 6th place, faster than the other cars mean to speed up beyond you in the first place.
Big jump coming here.
Oh yeah, this big jump
Ooh.
is a real killer because you have to have the angle right in the first place so that you don't bonk mid jump, and then you have to land and immediately take a really sharp corner, and it's so much precision that you need with a lot of time that you just don't have control.
So normally I'm now next to this car in front of me, because now I made a mistake. I don't know how the cycle is of the car, so... But luckily for me I had a good cycle, and now I'm first.
Man. Yeah, that wasn't a bad overtake at all.
So I just release slightly, then the car goes into this grip drift, and then you just press the accelerator again. And there you go.
Yeah, the releasing the accelerator for grip drifting is a new one for me. I just hit the brake whenever I
You can do
it.
both, but when you brake you're slowing down more than releasing, and yeah, you want to keep as much speed as possible.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just wasn't aware of that tech.
Yeah, and if people are interested, join the speedrun community for Ridge Racer. Fantastic
Oh,
Fox is a
absolutely.
moderator.
Yep, I do my best to moderate R4 and Rage Racer on speedrun.com. I'm very active in the Discord. It's really, for speedrunning, it's a very active Discord. Everyone is very friendly. R4 is a great speed game in general. We had there was a tweet of a bit ago. I want to say it was from GDQ talking about, what's your favorite speed game? And I said, my favorite speed game, and I run a few different games. My favorite speed game is R4, and I know it seems like, well, there's no glitches or anything, but it's just heart-pounding excitement, great music. That's a huge thing with speedrunning, you're gonna be hearing the same music over and over, and R4 has some of the best.
It's no problem to listen to that music the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
All right.
Hell and Hell is how I call this.
Yeah, this is Heaven and Hell, very affectionate, maybe not so affectionately known as Hell and Hell in the R4 speedrunning community. This track is
And the car's gonna disappear
brutal.
again soon.
Oh yeah.
Look, there he is, and boink, the daisy gone.
But yeah, this track is, you run it in the second to last track in any percent. You run it DRT in the extra trials. Any way you run Heaven and Hell, it is going to be a brutal time. It's full of really difficult turns. In any percent, you've got all these difficult overtakes because of the turns.
Yeah, this difficult overtake coming. Trying to do this on the inside here. Yeah, I got it.
Nice.
One of the hardest overtakes. We have to do this again in the last lap with the left cars. They will be there at the same corner. And you need to try to overtake them on the inside. Especially if you want to go for world records. Okay, that was a really good first lap. Nice point too.
Oh yeah.
Now, difficult overtake. when you go too fast, you can't overtake this. And I got it for in some way. I don't know how I pulled that off, but I got it.
Ooh.
If you're going too fast, you cannot overtake it, that car anymore. So you also have to go sometimes a little bit slower to have a good cycle.
I know Maverick talks about intentional time loss for more consistent setups.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. It was a good lap, I think, in very low 106. Yeah, 1-2 again. Yeah, this is a very, very fun speedrun to do, so yeah, please come and join us, I would say. We are very happy to help everyone, setting up everything.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a little tech to learn. I think it's all fun to learn.
Yeah.
And it really is. It's just an absolute blast to play. And there's so many categories, which we just added a bunch more. But, you know, there's individual levels you can do for a few minutes at a time. There's any percent that's a little under half an hour. We've got categories that are about an hour, 2 hours. We've got some long ones that are, I've got one that I do that's like 10 hours, maybe 9 or 8 if you're really good.
And there is the 100%.
Yeah, 100% is a segmented speed run that is over 50 hours long. So we're not expecting anyone to do that.
Because we need to unlock all the cars. And how many cars are in this game? 300 something.
Yeah, 321 cars in this game. And basically, for every manufacturer and team combo, you have to win every course, but you also have to get second and or third place in some of the qualifying heats to get different cars. So 100% you get every car, and it takes over 50 hours. And now we're at the victory lap. There's still pressure at this point, but now that Heaven and Hell's out of the way, it's a lot less pressure. You might have noticed Dutchy did a different... Normally you're doing the gear trick with the highest gear in mind, either, you know, going up to 6th or up to 5th or possibly down from 6th. But in this case, even though this car has a 6th gear, the fastest gear trick is going from 5th gear down to 4th gear. That's just how the acceleration works out on this car. So it's a little bit different.
We're already second. Now the overtake for first position can be really hard. If you make a small mistake till this point, it's going to be a hard overtake because you need to go next to him and then overtake it and have enough space to make it. So there we go, I'm next to the car, and yeah, I just made it in time so that I can steer in for this left corner again.
Perfect. So there's still a couple of more cars to lap, and it is a little tricky, especially because they're going so slow. So you just come right up on them, and you gotta be in the right spot at the right time. But other than that, we're getting to the end here.
Yeah. Gonna have one more difficult overtake in the next lap, I think. It can actually ruin your whole run. So at this point you can be like 5 seconds quicker, and then you get the shenanigans what's possible with that left car, which is really frustrating. It's gonna be this car that will show up soon. We need to go wide. Make sure that we are not gonna hit him. Because that car goes to the left, and we did it, so very nice.
Oh,
So one more lap, so please be ready for time. The time will be when we cross the finish line. And the fireworks are coming, because we are going into the year 2000. There are actually people playing this game when they are going into the new year. I actually saw that on Twitch, and I found that very funny.
I did that.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny to do.
Oh, I meant in
Okay, ready for
1999 I did that. Yeah.
And time. There we go. That was a really good run. A couple of mistakes. And I got a 27.48, and that is only 5 seconds, well, almost six seconds slower than my PB, and that's really good for a marathon run.
That is fantastic.
That's really good for a run in general. That would have been world record not that long ago. Everyone's been bringing it lower and lower so fast in this game.
Let's celebrate your victory. A toast to the #1 speed king in the world. A toast to the spirit of Italian racing.
And there we go, the last replay of the quick car here. Well, I think we have talked about all the things we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I think we just, re-emphasize. Come join us on Discord. Check us out on speedrun.com, Ridge
Yeah.
Racer Type 4, and just Ridge Racer in general. It's a great series, great music, great speed runs.
And that right there was one of them. Thank you so much, Dutchy, for the fantastic speedrun. Thank you so much, Fantastic Fox, for the fantastic commentary. And thank you, Ridge Racer Type 4, for the fantastic soundtrack, I think. I'd love to sit and vibe out to it a bit more. It's a shame that this is a sort of a sub 30-minute run.
Yeah, it's a little bit short, but that also makes it nice to go again and again if something happens.
Absolutely.
So you can
Absolutely.
actually just make this more perfect for yourself.
And it seems like really sort of accessible to pick up as well.
Yes,
for
very,
people
very
avoiding.
accessible. Yeah.
So fantastic. Thank you so much for showcasing this. I've got one last donation to read out before we move on. We've had a $5 donation come in from Glued, who simply says, "To the limit."
Oh yeah.
Thank you
Also
very much
someone
for your
from the
donations.
community.
Yeah.
We always
Yeah,
love
it was
the
really
community
nice that
coming
people
out.
were here from the community, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna do more Ridge Racer as well on my Twitch channel. You can find me on twitch.tv/FlyingDutchy91. And yeah, Fantastic Fox, do you have something to say? At the end?
Well, I'm also on twitch.tv/FantasticFox, and I don't run the game this fast, but I do run this game. And,
Yeah. And yeah, this is the best song in the game, so that's why I wanted to delay this a bit.
It's not a problem at all. I can live with that.
Well, that was it for me.
Thank you so much. I will remind everybody to stick around. We have some awesome games coming up in quick succession. We'll be going to a short intermission briefly, but stick around. Just after the intermission, we will have Citroen C4 Robot being run in the any percent category. So don't go anywhere. More McRaeathon coming up after this short intermission.